Public Foundation of NEM and financing blockchain startups. During the so-called Nemesis block in the NEM network, the first block in the chain referenced by the current distributed registry, 300 million XEM tokens were deferred. At the current rate of $74 million, these funds were allocated to the NEM Public Fund to finance startups using the blockchain project. The fund was designed according to the model of DAO, Decentralized Autonomous Organization. Financial reporting of investments and smart contract rules are stored in the NEM blockchain. In this story, we'll show you how to get investment for projects on the basis of the NEM, and what kind of startups are already using the resources of the fund for the development of their ideas. The Autonomous Fund was created for the development of the ecosystem and financing of startup companies. It is open to anyone who meets the minimum requirements, but the fund is limited. Therefore, to approve applications, queues are formed according to the rule of superiority of the flow and other criteria. However, startups are free to reapply for funding if they meet their requirements and prevent the project from being approved. Thus, the public fund motivates startup entrepreneurs to improve the quality of their products that is eligible for funding. The Foundation Committee gives a collective assessment to the projects. The more detailed and clearly spelled out business plan, the higher the assessment, and the more chances for a startup to raise funds. Submission and processing of the application. Any project starts with an idea. Startups will present them at the Open NEM forum. A brief description of the idea is accompanied by a link to Reddit, a YouTube video, or other presentation methods. Also, links to Telegram chat of your own project form or other way to feedback. Further, the users of the forum, representatives of the NEM community, vote for the adoption or not acceptance of the idea. A condition of approval at this stage, not less than 3% of the community members, with the approval of 65%. After the acceptance of the idea by the community, the Public Fund Committee distributes the votes. Approval of the fund and further funding requires 80% of the votes for. With a lower rate, the committee can either reject the proposal completely or give the startup recommendations for the project completion. The community will then vote again until the proposal is accepted or rejected. Applicants may submit revised drafts for voting every 2 weeks. Limits of funding. Approved project ideas fall into 3 categories. Depending on the mode of action of the future company, the limit of the available amount is determined. Publicly traded startup companies that intend to issue their own token for trading on the exchanges and capitalization are able to get up to $15 million on funding. Registered companies with public shareholders up to $5 million. Non-profit public organizations up to $500,000. All payments are made in XEM. Also, the company must have a legal bank account and a verified account in the NEM blockchain. Project participants should be known in the NEM community, with at least 250 forum posts. This is an indicator of activity in the community. Newcomers who do not have experience in the project should find possible partners among the veterans of the movement who can vouch for them. Here's a list of unapproved ideas and operating companies. Under the wing of the NEM Public Fund, 18 proposals are in effect. All of them are deployed on the NEM blockchain and represent real service, with payment by XEM tokens. Here is a short list. Travel by Bit Australia. It is an offer to use XEM in the tourism and online payment sector. With the use of NEM tokens, tourists receive 10 to 25% discount on all expenses. It is 30,000 online stores and more than 100 physical facilities on the mainland. Prover. Authentication of user video files with the further launch of their own token, Proof. Coder School is a non-profit IT and coding school in the center of Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Copyright Bank. It is a copyright registration and verification platform based on the NEM blockchain. Apostille. It is a digital notary designed on a blockchain with proof of ownership of real estate and physical goods. Abacus Exchange. It is a universal digital asset exchanger deployed on the NEM blockchain.